Greetings, Internet. Today, for your viewing pleasure, we are going to be watching Cinema Sins, Everything Wrong with Godzilla in 7 minutes or less.
Now wait, which Godzilla? This is important.
The 98 Godzilla.
Oh, that one.
The Matthew Broderick Godzilla.
Wait, they did this in under 7 minutes?
Right?
Yeah, I think this is one of their early ones. So
Yeah, there's no way they covered everything.
no, they're gonna have to do a revisit on this one.
Let me explain to everyone how bad this Godzilla is. It's so bad. Toho bought the rights to it, renamed it Zilla, and then killed it off in an actual Godzilla movie.
That's
Did
amazing.
they really?
Yes.
That's amazing.
Godzilla Final Wars.
Oh yeah! Oh my God! I remember that now.
I'm just
Jeez.
impressed at the jinx that just happened.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like
Well, they're
Too much
brothers.
time has
That's
passed.
a brother
Brothers.
bonding
They,
moment
they,
right there.
they have to prove somehow that they're brothers.
We
Okay.
drifted.
Wow.
Anyway,
Oh, wow.
we're joined by people on this special guest star crossover episode. That's Nate.
Crossover episode.
This is
Crossover episode.
this is not Jordan.
Your name is crossover episode.
Yes.
Well, that's-
hey
that's
guys,
super
it's
awkward.
Wyndham.
Yes.
That's Filthy Casual.
Yes.
Over.
I am Ben. I do the science. Wow, that's a throwback. I haven't been that awkward. Wait, yes, I have.
Yeah.
All right.
We're always awkward.
Do the thing. Yeah.
And this is Micah.
I'm
Yes,
Micah.
that's
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
You got it.
Or Raleigh if you prefer. You're Yancey, you get eaten.
Everything wrong with them. Godzilla.
Spoilers.
Ha, Godzilla!
Geez, in Hollywood's eyes, deforestation is responsible for every single possible problem on Earth. Steven Spielberg would later change these Budweiser lizards into prairie dogs for Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Oh,
We don't talk about that movie.
279 miles northwest of Dutch Harbor. Cornelia Marie is down an engine through 25-foot
Deadliest.
seas.
Driving with headphones is terribly unsafe.
What did you see, old man?
I guess lighters are like babelfish. This Japanese guy understands a French guy speaking English all of a sudden.
17%, huh? Sounds pretty big.
Really? Does $1.17 sound that much bigger than $1? No one was recording this, especially not Philippe, and definitely not at this angle.
Thinks I'm cute.
I'm cute! I'm cute! She said I'm cute!
This table doesn't have nearly enough things to measure things with. Exactly how far out did this guy's line go again? This was 1998, so I don't want to give the movie too much crap for having CG, but man. You know, the old listening to headphones so he can't hear the carnage going on
That's
around him
bull.
cliche is stupid enough
That's
to begin
bull.
with,
You'd
but
feel
even
the shaking.
stupider when he somehow can't feel the
Yeah.
vibrations of a f***ing Godzilla
I mean, it's
stomping
funny
right
when
outside
it's
his
Stan
vehicle.
Lee.
Movie cliche number
Yes.
15. There's
Yeah.
always one dumb bastard who, instead of running, stands and
Yep.
gawks at the alien robot monster Godzilla thing.
Yep.
Barney. Movie cliche 15B.
Oh, yeah.
Not really
Get
in
out of the
danger
way.
of being stomped, but still doesn't notice the alien robot monster Godzilla thing. Haha, videotape. Another way you can tell this movie was made in the 90s is the fact that they said the word retard and no one flipped their Somebody do something? Plenty of time to run, but this idiot just screams.
After its initial attack, he, disappeared.
That is actually impossible. I realize it's a major plot point in this movie, but skyscraper-sized lizards that destroy buildings and cause earthquakes when they walk are not physically capable of
Yeah.
slipping away.
That is
Yeah.
impossible.
Yeah.
to see right now will shock you beyond belief.
Fat man.
And I, for one, welcome our new insect overlords.
Yes!
Retard and now WAP. Do we need a separate counter just for the slurs?
The Warner Brothers and Disney stores.
Is this product placement, or did Emmerich forget which studio he was making this movie for? This is a cool shot, but did Godzilla jump through this building? Or high step it? Like, how could he possibly get through there without causing any damage below the
true.
20th
How could the
floor?
building not
Well, at
collapse?
least the Pepsi machine still works.
Hey!
This is like when the T-Rex
Yeah, if there's
ate
anything that will
everybody on the
contain
boat in
Godzilla, it's
Lost
good
World.
hard cement. This shady French agent keeps gaining access to American military-controlled situations.
We gotta get these manholes uncovered. We want him to smell the bait. Come on.
All you soldiers, you heard what the worm guy said. Get going. Ridiculous Jurassic Park inferiority complex music.
Yeah.
Is it just me, or does Godzilla seem a little smaller here than he was before?
Yeah.
Thing falling on the main character stops within inches of crushing the main character cliche.
That's the damn Chrysler building we're talking about here.
How does Mayor Ebert know that the Chrysler building was just destroyed? They don't have video monitors. The soldiers aren't out there wearing GoPros.
Yeah.
They simply said,
That is a negative impact.
and that's it. All the TVs in this movie are playing convenient inside jokes. Oh yeah, of course Godzilla snuck around to the building behind the helicopters while no one was looking or observing.
Where is Target?
Oh, I'm sure if you drive around a little while, you'll run into a target. They're everywhere. Damn, I wonder how people with nicknames like T-Bone and Snooze could have ever failed in this mission. This really smart scientist who works with radioactive things decides not to wear gloves to scoop up the Godzilla ooze.
Yeah, really?
Pregnancy tests look for
Come on.
HGH or HGC, the first H standing for human. so this will not determine whether Godzilla is pregnant or not.
That's true.
These tests weren't designed for this, but
Thereby negating everything you just said. You are a scientist, remember?
Yes!
The easiest way to keep important video footage secret is to write top secret on it and leave it lying around in a random tent anyone can enter. Oh no, if the tape gets out, people will know there's a giant lizard on the loose.
Oh, wait.
King's horses and all the king's men may not be able to put the Big Apple together again.
Jeez, that's the copy you wrote? No wonder no one's giving you a chance to be a reporter.
Yeah, that's
This
awful.
military dude has a premonition that the upcoming news broadcast will be pertinent to the current discussion.
Excuse me, gentlemen, but I think we should see this.
Newark Airport.
They haven't grounded all flights? I mean,
Yes!
Newark Airport
Yeah!
is still basically New York City. Are they flying commercial flights out of there right now?
Yeah.
So these French Secret Service guys can bug the American military commanders, but don't have any security on their own secret compound to keep local camera guys from peeping?
I mean, come on.
There's concrete, completely stopping Godzilla again. How are they able to track Godzilla for this animated little map thing? And if they can track him, why do they keep losing him every time he shows up?
Yeah?
This is the same overhead shot they used for the helicopters entering the city. They just reversed the direction and added Godzilla instead of helicopters.
Oh my God.
Godzilla is smart, and he knows they're going to shoot him when he goes for the fish, but he doesn't remember the last time the shooting was completely ineffective? What's he running away for? The number of helicopters in this airspace is too damn high.
See, I like
So,
it.
how deep is the Hudson again? Oh, your non-existent
Diving.
giant lizard
Yeah.
tracking system only works until the
No.
giant lizard goes underwater?
All stations report man for battle station, sir.
All stations report the stations or station man for battle station, sir. See Godzilla shrinks in the water, too. It's a common problem. Yet another Roland Emmerich movie where the military is proud of themselves for a direct hit before checking to see if the bomb actually did anything. Wait, all this destruction and the power lines are still intact? Hey, we can't figure out how to end this thing. I know. I've got it. Take the velociraptors from Jurassic Park, the egg sacs from Alien, and the sports arena setting from Sudden Death. Smash them all together, and you got a third act. Convenient janitor supplies to bolt the door cliche.
We have to keep
Classic.
them contained inside.
Why
So
is the French
classic.
Secret Service boss yelling instructions to his French Secret Service agents in English?
I can't get through.
Fucking Sprint. The light on that Blockbuster sign is flickering and about to go out. It's really more foreshadowing than product placement in this case.
no.
The elevator still works even though the building's essentially been destroyed? Why is there popped popcorn lying around Madison Square Garden? Geez, no wonder New York has a rat problem.
Anyone care to join me?
Yeah?
Swatch.
How much time do you have left?
Less than 30 seconds.
It takes 56 seconds, but at least they beat Independence Day. But come on. No debris hits these people mere feet away from the exploding Madison Square Garden? This baby Godzilla has no reason whatsoever to not be eating these people as they run by.
Yeah? Yeah?
Well, sure, you nearly destroyed my career and
Wait
didn't
till
want
they
to marry
talk about
me,
the
but
bridges.
yeah, we could give this another go. This feels like the end, and it should be, but yeah, it's not. Oh, the murdering reptile we can't reason with or possibly live in harmony with lost his babies. Ah, the old knife in the ignition trick. Works every time.
No,
Sure.
Bingo cliche.
Where's the nearest suspension bridge?
Brooklyn.
Our heroes are currently in Park Avenue Tunnel, which runs from East 33rd to East 40th, or Midtown. The Brooklyn Bridge is way down in Lower Manhattan, and you'd skip past the Williamsburg Bridge and the Manhattan Bridge to get there. So, no, not the closest. Come on,
Good.
Godzilla knows they were going to go to the Brooklyn Bridge,
Troy.
and he's able to get there before they do, and he knows exactly where to camp under the bridge in order to make his entrance? Well, this isn't ridiculous at all. Are Godzilla's teeth really not going through this taxi right now? Oh, sure, a nuclear blast doesn't hurt Godzilla, but frayed electrical wires. Kryptonite. This taxi can drive after being chewed on the last couple minutes?
Lock on and fire at will.
Why did they keep locking their missiles on the entire movie after stating in the first 30 minutes that...
The heat seekers can't lock, sir. He's colder than the buildings around him.
Did Nick have this cell phone the whole time? That might have been handy during the whole phones don't work debacle in Madison Square Garden. Movie puts its stupid end credit scene before the credits instead of after. Puff Daddy and, even worse, Jimmy Page ruined Led Zeppelin's Kashmir.
Take him to Detroit.
Okay.
That was pretty rough, wasn't it?
Wow.
Yeah.
Like, rougher
That
than I
movie-
expected.
That movie, so bad.
It's really
I was
bad.
gonna say, did you realize that half of the Simpsons cast was in there?
I
Half
did
the
not.
Sim-
Hank
yeah.
Azaria.
say,
Hank
yeah,
Azaria.
Okay.
And guess who was answering the phone? Guess who was on the phone? The secretary in front of Harry Shearer whenever Godzilla was walking by the window. Nancy Cartwright.
Really?
Bart Simpson.
Ah.
I do have to say that they actually spun a Saturday morning cartoon off of this that was tremendously better than
It
the
was
movie.
really good.
It was
Yeah.
so good.
It was really, really
It
good.
was a lot better. Gosh.
Yeah.
I like the cartoon better than the movie.
So where'd they go with the cartoon? Like, what can
the
would they
baby
play
that
off?
hatches at the end bonds with Nick, and he grows up into like a helpful Godzilla that listens to Nick. So
Yeah.
it's like a
Yeah.
it's like a superhero cartoon series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It-
So it's like Clifford, Godzilla. Version.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, well, it's actually like the old Godzilla. Remember with
Godzilla.
Godzuki?
Kind of.
Oh,
that,
man.
Except they, originally they needed Godzuki to call them, and then they came up with like a high frequency button that they could push. It's like, yeah, You see, Godzilla is one of those enigmas that the cinema world just can't figure out what to do with. Mm. I mean, the new Godzilla, don't get me wrong, was great.
It was really good.
Yeah, it was really good. But I think they tried to play it like they did Jaws. Only showing it select parts, and then the big reveal.
To be fair, 1954 Godzilla, he was only in the movie for 9 minutes.
Yeah. So hey, but I guess today's audiences are more impatient.
Also, Alien. You never fully saw it until the very end.
It's true.
But the bad guy monsters were in the movie more than Godzilla, and the movie's called Godzilla.
That's true.
Yeah.
And they used computers and crap.
Yeah, but he won. Okay, well, Toho they're coming back and they're going to do a new Godzilla movie. So
a real Godzilla movie.
Yeah, and truth is, I'm kind of with Caleb mentioned this, and I was a little bit mad as well. They didn't use the original Godzilla theme anywhere in the film.
Right. That's why it gets a 6 out of 10.
The Godzilla March.
Yeah.
Like.
I still love that remake that Ferone Munch song Simon Says, because they used that they actually made a rap song out of it, and it is awesome. I love. It was actually in Charlie's Angels. You remember when Sam Rockwell was dancing in the castle at the end of the first one? That's Simon Says. Godzilla, man. I mean, Bruce Campbell and Godzilla. I was gonna say, you're the one who made the comparison.
Yeah.
Bruce Campbell is the American Godzilla. Cinema just can't figure out what to do with it. Doesn't know if to take it serious.
But everyone still loves it.
Oh yeah,
of course.
I mean, how could you not?
Yeah.
How could you not?
Yeah.
All right. So, are there any closing remarks from the Filthy Casual? You seem a little overwhelmed by all the.
No, I'm just listening. I'm just taking it all in.
You don't.
I think my favorite point that they probably made was how the Godzilla's like how the size kept changing.
Right.
Yeah.
It was.
That was my favorite.
Pretty bad.
I don't know.
That was probably my favorite part because I don't know, just the inconsistency were there. Like that was my favorite.
Yeah.
The bridges got me. It's like, here's a map. You cross 2 before you get to
That's
this.
a really good point. You would think that people that are writing about New York City would understand how New York City works because they can check the facts on that.
And it's just
what I mean? You can take creative liberty with a lot of things, but when it's actually factual and you can go to that place, you kind of need to know what the crap you're talking about.
That's not what this test was designed for, but
yes,
really,
Also,
I never would have guessed. I never would have guessed you didn't have it. That Godzilla.
For being cold-blooded, it was incredibly physically active.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
My gosh.
All right.
Let's use our heat-seeking missiles like 4 times.
That was the other one. The bridges and the heat-seeking missiles.
Yes.
That's like do they work or not?
They keep trying, man.
Maybe they
keep
came up with some cold-seeking missiles or I don't know.
I believe they call those nukes. Just take out everything that's like.
Oh my gosh! And
I guess those didn't work because that's how they
made it.
I like too how they were saying like did the Godzilla know that they were going to use that bridge and was like being sneaky, like waiting for them to come across, and then it was like I want this like, particular vehicle right now.
He's like sitting there like curling his evil mustache. Oh.
Yeah, like you see, like it zooms down under the seat and there's a little bug with like a blinking light, and you see Godzilla just going.
It's right there.
Just knows it's like
Godzilla. He's clearly the smartest one in the whole movie. Godzilla. I mean,
we shall see.
I mean, John Reno's a close second, but Godzilla is by far the smartest person in the movie. I mean,
just a bit.
Right? I mean,
yeah,
you're not wrong.
That was a good one.
I can believe that.
I do.
I can believe that.
Yeah. Wow.
Anyway. Is there anything else to add?
Are
we good?
Yeah, I think we're.
I think we were just like overwhelmed at the suckage that we're just kind of like, where can we even start? You know what I mean? Like I feel like they took care of a lot of it, so we're just like, yep, we agree.
We
that
agree.
was just awful.
That was
awful.
Movie.
You're not wrong.
Bad movie.
Bad movie.
Anyway, so that does it for this episode of Renegades React. So here's the part where we say our names. I am Caleb.
Oh my gosh.
This is Micah.
I'm Ben.
I'm Windham.
And I'm Nate.
We will see you next time.
Yes.